The story of Samsung begins in 1938, when Lee Byung-chul founded a small trading company in Sudong, South Korea. At that time, Korea was under Japanese rule, and the country was far from the modern, high-tech nation we know today. Lee started Samsung with only 40 employees, buying and selling local products like dried fish, vegetables, and noodles. The name Samsung means 3 stars in Korean, chosen to represent greatness, strength, and eternity, qualities Lee hoped his company would embody. In the early years, Samsung focused on local trade. But as South Korea began to modernize after the Korean War, Lee saw new opportunities. In the 1950s and 60s, Samsung expanded into textiles, insurance, and even food processing. Everything changed in the late 1960s when Samsung entered the electronics industry. Its first major product was a black and white television in 1970. Over the next 2 decades, Samsung invested heavily in semiconductors, home appliances, and telecommunications. In the 1980s, Samsung became one of the first Korean companies to compete internationally in technology. They built memory chips and started exporting electronics to the United States and Europe. However, in those early days, Samsung products were often seen as cheaper alternatives, not high-quality leaders. The turning point came in 1993, when Lee Kuan-hee, the son of the founder, became chairman. He famously told his employees, "Change everything, except your wife and children." This meant focusing on quality, innovation, and brand reputation. Samsung began creating premium products, investing in design, and building a global image. By the 2000s, Samsung had transformed into one of the world's most advanced tech companies. Its Galaxy smartphones competed directly with Apple's iPhone. The company also became the world's largest producer of memory chips and a leader in TV and display technology. Today, Samsung is a global powerhouse, making everything from smartphones and semiconductors to advanced medical devices and even spacecraft components. It is also a major innovator in foldable phones, 8K displays, and artificial intelligence. From a small shop selling dried fish to a multi-billion-dollar tech empire, Samsung's journey is a story of vision, resilience, and the courage to constantly reinvent itself. Lesson: greatness does not come overnight. With patience, adaptation, and a willingness to embrace change, even the smallest beginnings can grow into something extraordinary.